Hey everyone, Ian here, Classic Car Finds, classiccarfinds.com. What I've got here for you today is a absolutely spectacular 1992 Cadillac Seville touring sedan. This is the High Zoot STS model. This is not the SLS. And this was the only year that this particular car in the STS version was available with the non-Northstar engine. So I'm sure many of you Cadillac enthusiasts know what a nightmare a Northstar can be, and there's a lot of people that just like the way that the classic 4.9 liter engine looks, feels, and sounds. And so this was the only year that the STS in this beautiful 4th generation body style was available with this engine. And I'm going to do a quick once around here and show you everything there is to see on this car. As you can already see by that license plate I forgot to take off of there, this car came from Arizona and has not a hint of rust on it. In fact, I'm going to be honest with you and tell you that this is probably the nicest 1992 Seville that you're ever going to find, probably in a long time. So if you're looking for one of these, stop, because I've probably got the best one you're going to see anywhere for a while. This car has all original paint. As you can see, the paint just gleams from stem to stern on this thing. Wheels are in beautiful shape. It's got like new Michelin tires on it, and those Michelins are not the low-end Michelins. These are Primacy MXV4s, which I've actually had on a lot of my Lexuses and other high-end cars. They are about the quietest and most compliant tire for a luxury car. Now, as you can see, starting out from the front here, you can see that this lower valance here is in near perfect shape. This car has a very long front overhang, and every single one of these that I've ever seen has that lower valance busted, cracked, and broken. And you can see that one's just in real nice shape. There's no cracks in it. Fog lights are in great shape. My light's going away here, but I'm going to try to get underneath this thing and show you just how nice it is down here. There's just not a hint of anything to be found. Now this car also, like the Lexus I just did, has one of these silly covers underneath it, but that keeps it quiet. Look at that. All of this material here is rust-free. There isn't a hint of rust on this car. Now, this car actually started its life in Denver at a dealership called Rickenbaugh Cadillac, which is still on the trunk lid, and the owner eventually moved to Arizona. The car only has 50,000 original miles on it. What does that mean, original? I'm not actually sure, but it has 50,000 miles, was garaged the entire time it was in Colorado, so it never saw any kind of inclement weather. No rust anywhere on it. And it had basically, the story is, I bought it from a very nice lady who her father had owned it, and he was the second owner, but he was the second owner at only 3,000 miles. So this is basically your equivalent of a one-owner car here. And you can even see with this badge here from the original dealer, there isn't any pitting, any damage. It's not delaminating. That badge looks like the day it was put on there. So all of these emblems, everything is just in great shape. This LED here works perfectly. This power antenna works perfectly. No problems with that. Those are always broken. All of the glass, all of the rubber, everything on this car is just in amazing shape. We actually went all the way to Arizona to get this car because it was just so spectacular. So I'm going to go down the side here and try to show you any little flaws or defects. Don't really have much to speak of. I know I saw 1 or 2 little dings on this car somewhere, but I'm going to have a hard time finding them in this light. Look at these wheel wells up in here. It's perfect. Nothing wrong there. Tires were only replaced about 10,000 miles ago. I got all the receipts for that. This windshield, there's no pitting or damage in the glass. Sunroof works. All of the glass up here is perfect. Everything's just in perfect shape. I think a couple of the little dings, little dingy friends, were over here somewhere. I can't find them right now, but there's 1 or 2. Anyway, as you can see, if it's that hard for me to actually find where they are, not much to worry about. Paint is all original on this car. These lenses are in beautiful shape. Everything's just near perfect on this car. I hesitate to say perfect on anything that's used, But this car is really amazing. So now I'm going to show you the interior, and there's your door panel. Nothing to talk about there. That's just near perfect. They all do this, and this is really a side effect of the fact that the car is more proof than anything that the car has been in a place that's hot. And no snow or ice or anything. These little switch surrounds come out here, same here. You can get those pushed back in, but really I just leave it as is. Steering wheel is perfect. There's no, it's never been re-dyed, and yet it's not darkened or anything like that. Dashboard's perfect. This little thing here, with the warping from the heat, it's come a little bit loose. Not a big deal. It stays where it's supposed to be. Seat is in just amazing shape. A little bit of fold over and stuff here, but really nothing to speak of. Passenger seat, perfect. Rear seats don't look like they have ever been used. Carpets are all in perfect shape. No stains or anything like that. Just really amazing. Normally this is about where I'd go on a test drive, but actually while I've still got some light, I want to show you all of the documentation that I got with this car, because it's really just crazy. Trunk popper works perfectly. The trunk pull down also works perfectly. Now look at this. I have both of the original sets of keys. One of these keys is actually the gold key set. I got the cassettes for the original demonstration, the Bose system. This is a bag from the little bank vault bag from the original dealer. These are all the books, which actually, no, yeah, that's the original owner. The second owners put some of their stuff on here too. I have all the books. Let's see, roadside service, some kind of GM limited accidental death thing, more roadside service, something from Rickenbach Cadillac here. You'll have to excuse my iPad box back there. I forgot to take that out. No free iPads today, sorry. And then original bill of sale from when the second owner bought it. You can see right there that says 18 January 1993. So this car was only 1 year old when the owner, which the car stayed with for the rest of its life, bought it. Now here's another cool thing. This car, about 7,000 miles ago, 8,000 miles ago, had the AC compressor replaced, so it's got a brand new AC compressor, and it was converted to R134, and the AC will freeze you out of this car. Here's the gold key package thing, some other stuff that was in here. Here's some oil change stuff, and I believe this is a receipt for the new tires that are on it. Those tires were put on at 40,000. It's got 50 now. Registration stuff. So you just got a tremendous amount of records and all kinds of stuff back here. So we're going to go for a quick drive. I'm going to show you this trunk closing. There's no need to slam these trunks. They will close themselves, as you can see, and that works perfectly. So I'm going to hand the camera to my assistant now, and we're going to go for a drive here. This has a Bose stereo system, Delco Bose Gold. Everything works perfectly.
From your kitchen table, even while you
Stereo
sleep,
sounds
like
beautiful.
Nancy, who are
Wood here, very minor cracking in the wood. Again, these are heat-related issues. Also on this little Cadillac emblem here. And stereo works great. I'm going to turn that down. All of these controls here, they're in perfect condition. Seat heaters work as far as I can tell. It's hot right now, but they seem to work. Lumbar, all those controls work. No warning lights up here. As you can see, the car only has 50,000 miles, about 51K now. AC is ice cold. Everything works. So we're going to turn on the headlights right now, and we're going to take off here. I've never seen a center console so clean on one of these. Oh, and actually, I want to show you the. This has never ever been smoked in. There's more of these in the back. This car actually has 3 cigarette lighters, and they're all in that same condition. This cigarette lighter thing here, sometimes it'll close and sometimes it won't. That's really the only defect to speak of that I've found on the car. And then you've got this cup holder here. I think this is factory, but it might have been added later. It's on there pretty securely either way. So we're going to go ahead and take off now. this thing just hauls. This 4.9 liter engine was the last of the development cycle of the classic Cadillac engines before the North Star came out. And if you know anything about Cadillacs, you know that the North Star in general was a very problematic engine for them. It's got a lot of power, it sounds amazing, it's a dual overhead cam design. But these classic overhead valve Cadillac V8s, boy, they go back to the old days. This is real classic Cadillac here. And this was the last year that you could get a non-North Star engine on these modern Cadillac vehicles. So we're gonna go down the road here and let this lady pass. And I'm just gonna give it a little bit of throttle. And as you can see, man, it just goes. There's a lot of power in that engine. 200 horsepower, actually, and some number of torque that I can't remember at the time.
260.
260 pound-feet of torque. So you're not going to be hesitating to go anywhere in this car. You can't call this car slow by any means. So we're going to go right here, and we're going to try to get out to where we can punch this. This AC, I just can't iterate how cold it is. It's really nice AC. Usually with conversions, sometimes you're concerned about it not being as cold. It's not a problem with this car at all. Now, that's about a quarter throttle right there. And this thing is just moving. Rides down the road straight as can be. No alignment problems. It's got those really nice tires on it. Just really as solid of this generation car as you're ever going to find. We're just going to go down the road here and drive a little bit more, see if we can make this a little bit longer video than the one I just did. Everything still feels solid on this car. A lot of these older GM cars, the controls and knobs and stuff start to feel a little bit loose at times. This one is not like that at all. And you can hear that engine. I hope you can hear that in the video because it's just an intoxicating sound. And we're gonna spin around here. I'm gonna turn right here. And that's your drive. That's your ride along. That's your once around, your twice around. If you like this car, if you're looking for other low mileage, one owner cars specialize in cars from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, some early 2000s, just cars that are very special and dear to a lot of people, but that aren't really considered classics yet. If you're looking for anything like that, you can find me, Ian at Classic Car Finds, classiccarfinds.com. And you can call us at 314-472-3452. Speak with my partner Jezda. He'll be glad to help you out on anything. You can see these are some of our cars that we've got available right now. And if you're looking for anything else, give me a call or find me, and we'll be seeing you. Thanks a lot. Hey guys, one other thing I wanted to show you real quick. This headliner is just in fantastic shape. I have not done anything to this headliner. This is exactly the way it came. I forgot to show you this earlier, but really, GM cars, you know how the older they get, the more they get headliner problems. Headliner's perfect, and now I'm actually going to show you the sunroof too. So we're going to open that, and as you can see, that works beautifully. No problems whatsoever, and it's in perfect condition. Tilt also works great. And I just wanted to show you that. So we'll edit this into the video, and thanks a lot. This is Ian at Classic Car Finds, classiccarfinds.com. Take care.